Hello and welcome to episode 176 of Controller Club, the friendly face gaming space, a podcast where three friends from three continents share in one love, and that is video games. On today's show, are the console wars over? A Metroid movie may be in the works, and we're going to see the return of the Great Trophy Throwdown. But before all that, let's introduce ourselves. My name is Kleinfeld, and alongside me today are two of my best friends in the whole wide gaming world. First, coming to us from across the pond, it is the digital art daredevil himself, Tom Drew. Tom, how are you? What's going on?
I'm doing good. Yeah, it's great to be back. I missed last week's episode, and I was quite, I guess, just like sad to not be there. Not for any other reason, like I couldn't be there because I was jettisoning off to Italy for a long weekend. But it was the Pokemon episode. I was like, oh man, that would have been so cool to talk about all the Pokemon stuff. But you guys did a great job last week. But yeah, glad to be back. It's gonna be a fun one, I think.
Thankfully, Pokemon continues to release games pretty much every 6 months. So, wait
Yeah, true.
just a few turns, and here we go. We'll be back in the Pokemon conversation. Next up, it is journalist extraordinaire, the Australian abroad / the Canadian in training, Lauren Rouse. Lauren, I realized last week I didn't actually say your name after introducing you. I just said hi.
Wow. After 3 years of doing podcasts, you can't even get my name right.
I know. I know.
Well, anyway, we'll make
Here
up
we
for
are.
it.
Here we are. How are you doing, Lauren? You having a good week so far?
Doing good. Yeah, surviving the cold. I have like 3 heaters on. Winter is coming. I should mention, I'm wearing this shirt that I got at New York Comic Con. It's a Five Nights at Freddy's shirt, which, I now own. And I forgot to mention on the pod last week, but I did do some fun video game related things on my trip, which was going to Halloween Horror Nights, and I went through this Five Nights at Freddy's maze, which I think we'll have some content on maybe because I was very brave and I filmed my experience. But it was very cool. Like I had never been to Halloween Horror Nights, and they really put in so much effort into the set design, the actors and the costumes, and this Five Nights at Freddy's one was probably one of the better ones that I saw while I was there. So it also had the longest line because this thing is really popular. I don't know if you guys know.
Yeah, turns out. Yeah, you're braver than I am because I don't think I could. I don't know. I don't think I could do that. I'm too scared of like people running about like trying to scare me like in real life. In like a movie or a game, there's some level of disconnect, but when it's right in front of you, it's like I don't know. You're a real one for doing that, Lauren. Honestly.
I have to share, I did have this moment where Five Nights at Freddy's was one of the ones I did later in the night. And I'd been doing pretty well up until then, but I had this moment where there, like, because you all walk in a line through these mazes. And in front of me, I saw what looked like a small child kind of crouched down, walking in between people. And I was like, is that part of this? Is that somebody who's come into the maze with me, or is that a scare actor who's doing that? And then I was terrified. I like did not want to walk through this section because I was like, there's somebody who's going to walk in front of me. It really unnerved me, and I didn't do any other mazes after that.
That
Yeah,
doesn't sound
it's
very fun at all. Like, I get the whole, like, oh, I want to go be spooked and stuff, but actually, no, I don't really get it at all. I think people are insane who want to go do that stuff. If you want to go do it, have your fun, I guess, but not for me. No, thank you. I would much rather just like sit at home and not put myself in harm's way. I don't like the idea of the actors coming at you and them actually being like real people when it's like like a spooky ghost animatronic or like the Disneyland like haunted mansion. It's like like, oh my gosh,
Hmm.
there's a little there's a little scare here or there, but these are people that chase after you, and that's like a line I don't think I want to cross.
Yeah, but they don't touch you though.
no, but I think like my fight or flight response would turn to fight, and I think I
Oh
would
yeah.
accidentally hurt someone. You know,
I'm gonna
like
touch
I'm
them.
scared about that.
Yeah, it was
Tom would throw a
intense.
fist. Was the best one the Five Nights at Freddy's? There were a couple other video game ones, right? Fallout and or is that those were the
Yeah,
two?
it was just Fallout was the other major one. That one I had a lot of fun with just because I love the show so much, and it was like going on a journey through the entire season. Like you start in the vault, and then with like Lucy's wedding and those people coming in, and they had I'm forgetting all the names for everything, but there was those mutant bear things. Uh, no one knows. Cool. Mutant Bear
Nope.
from
I
Fallout.
know what you're talking
Um,
about, but I forget the
Yeah, me
name.
too.
yeah, like they fully had a big animatronic that was just in the wall, and I was like, this is a next level amount of money that they've put into this. So I quite enjoyed that just because I was like looking around being like, I recognize that and I recognize that. And then there was some people who jumped out occasionally. I'm like, oh, get out of my way. I'm looking at things.
Have they done this might be a stupid question, but and it probably is. They've done The Last of Us, right?
They have.
Okay. It just
Yeah,
that
a few
sounds
years
like
ago,
perfectly like fit for that sort of format. The Last of
for
Us,
sure.
I'm surprised like I don't know, maybe next year with the Resident Evil movie coming out, maybe they do something like that. I'm sure there's so many franchises that they could dip their toes into, but it does seem to be like mostly. Well, I guess it's all Universal, but it seems to be movie and TV based, and they're not like unless there's a adaptation, they're not going to like just go to a video game thing.
Well, I did because we had these sort of similar nights in Australia at our local theme park, and they were sometimes would get branded ones. And I did do one for The Evil Within quite a few years ago. So I don't know if that was coming down the line from like Universal's branding, but that was really full on. That was scary. So I think there is precedent.
Yeah, doesn't sound like very much fun. I don't, I don't want to do that at all. Let's get into the show. We'll hop into the news we choose. Tom, Drew, you're back, so give us that news jingle.
It's the news we choose. Ooh.
Spooky news we choose. I like it. We start with perhaps the biggest news story. I don't know. For some a gamer of my age, biggest news story of the last little while, biggest news story of the year. Halo is coming to PlayStation. This is coming from Austin, Manchester at Polygon. The next step in the Halo franchise is looking backward. During the Halo World Championship livestream, Halo Studios announced Halo Campaign Evolved, an Unreal Engine 5 remake of the first game's campaign, slated to launch in 2026 for PlayStation 5, Windows PC, and Xbox Series X. Yes, you read that right. Master Chief is headed to PlayStation, marking the biggest sign yet that the console wars are done and dusted. Halo Campaign Evolved is a from the ground up remake of the first Halo game's campaign. It's being built in Unreal Engine 5, unlike previous Halo games, which have been developed with proprietary software. It aims to modernize the game without changing it on a fundamental level. Campaign Evolved will also include 3 brand new levels that act as prequels to the game, starring Master Chief and Sergeant Johnson. Some key voice actors like Steve Downes, Master Chief, and Jen Taylor, Cortana, have returned to re record vocal tracks for the new version. As signaled by the name, Campaign Evolved will not feature PvP multiplayer as its focus is on the campaign. Combat Evolved had split screen cooperative or competitive multiplayer modes. However, you'll still be able to play Halo Campaign Evolved with your buddies. It'll support split screen, 2-player local co op, as well as 4-player online. Most notably, it'll support full crossplay and cross progression. Gameplay is being changed in ways that are more aligned with later entries in the series as well. Master Chief will be able to pick up and use enemy weapons that he couldn't use until later Halo games, like the iconic Energy Sword. He'll be able to pilot the Covenant Wraith tank in the original game for the first time and can hijack vehicles or get hijacked. Halo Campaign is also implementing a sprint button, altering the way players can move about the battlefield. The big news here, really, obviously, we're getting a Halo campaign remake of that first game, which was rumored for quite a long time, but this kind of feels like the last nail in the coffin of the console wars. This was the Microsoft, the Xbox Golden Goose. This was their Mario. This was their Sonic, and here it is on a PlayStation console for the first time. So I think we can focus on that here for a bit. What do we think now that I guess the console wars are done? It's over. Tom?
Yeah, it's pretty wild to think about, right? Like all of like the big three, like Forza, Gears, and now Halo, all come to PlayStation. I don't know. Like I feel like if I was a Xbox user at this point, I don't know, I think I'd feel a bit like disheartened just because like all the stuff with Game Pass recently raising its prices, all of the games kind of jumping ship. I mean like uh I think when they were kind of talking about this, they sort of said that Halo campaign evolved was coming to PlayStation and the franchise moving forward also potentially as well. So like the fact that future entries are also going to be coming cross-platform. I mean, it's great for like us, the self-proclaimed Sony shills, the PlayStation owners. Like that, like that's great because we can play these games and there's no barrier to that. But I wonder like what the draw is for Xbox going forward. Like they still want to be in the console business. Sarah Bond talking about like potentially the next console being a like hybrid thing. Like it still seems they wanted to do this, but I wonder like if the games are everywhere, which is great. I think is good. Like overall, I just wonder like what the USP is going to be at that point, like for people to buy into the Xbox ecosystem.
Lauren, what do you think? Is it over? Is it done? What does this mean for Xbox as we kind of look ahead at what could be perhaps the last generation of the console?
Yeah, it's a big question, and I'm really not really sure what to make of it because we have seen this steady movement of Xbox's franchises over to PlayStation, and it kind of makes you wonder why they were so fiercely in competition with buying up these studios and getting up their IP. Um, for one would assume to put on their own console and feel that as really ramping up the console wars, where really what we're seeing now is kind of a ramping down because everything is now just being available on both. And I wonder if, like, I don't know the business side of this at all, but I wonder if there is more money to be made from buying these studios and then reaping the benefits of their profits on both consoles versus just what might come from one. Because I think it's pretty clear for a while now that like Xbox does lag behind the sales of PlayStation and Nintendo and things like that. So they kind of maybe need to find a new strategy, and this could be it, which is just to make their franchises available for more people and get profits that way.
I think that is likely more the case. I have a feeling that the acquisition mode of Xbox, say 10 years ago, was very much a this is how we win. This is how we get back on top. And it didn't work. PlayStation was just so far ahead. PlayStation got ahead in the perfect generation to get ahead at that PS4 time when people were really starting to go digital. So a lot of people it's just takes that much more to want to move over to another console now because you have your library and all of your friends and everything over on whatever ecosystem you're in. So they do all this acquisition, it doesn't work, and now they have to look back and go, okay, well, we have all of these things. What can we do with them? How can we succeed as a brand? How can we pivot so that Xbox as a brand, maybe not as a actual box, can move forward and exist in the next, I don't know, 5, 10, 15 years?
Yeah, I just like I don't know. I just I just feel for the people that have like bought in. I mean, like it'll be
Mm.
interesting to see like how well like the next Xbox actually does do, like what they do
Well, what
next.
they've been
But
talking about is that it will be even more premium than what they have now. That it is like the just in the past week, Xbox has had a ton of interviews going out with Sarah Bond, and one of the numbers going around is that it could potentially be $1,000 box. And it's like, I don't know if that's necessarily what you need right now. I think you could win over a lot of hardcore, like the hardest of hardcore people by doing that. You're saying basically, hey, do you want a PC that you don't have to worry about the like upkeep and added baggage of having a PC? Then this is for you. But I don't think your everyday person is going to walk out to Best Buy or whatever and be like, oh, $1,000 for the new Xbox? Sign me up. I think they're going to look at perhaps even something like a Switch 2, which will be lesser than that, or who knows where the PlayStation 6 is going to come in and go, that seems to me like a more I don't know, something that I'm more interested in doing. It's just like I don't know if this next box, the next box, I don't know if this next console from them is even the right direction for them to go if they want to, like, if they see a future in it at all. Or are they really just like, you know what, like, we are going to be the record players of the gaming industry. Like, we are going to be this niche thing. The Xbox is going to be this, like, the hardcore thing, and we'll let PlayStation kind of have the masses.
My theory would be that it's that they're going to do the thing that they've kind of been hinting at all the time, which is like anything can be an Xbox, and that's where they might go even harder in on Xbox Game Pass and letting you like there was rumors for a while that there was going to be like a stick, right? Like just like a Fire Stick that you can put in your TV, and that's your Xbox, and using cloud streaming. I could really see a future where that's what they go really hard on, where it's like you can fork out the money for this premium Xbox that will act as your main machine. And like you say, Klein, be the PC that you never have to update and things like that. But then also we have this like cheaper, more accessible option that relies on your renewed subscriptions to Game Pass, where you can just put it on your TV. Maybe you can put it on your PlayStation one day if they ever get an integration with that going, something like that. And then there's not really a console to kind of go to war with, you know, because I think there was a time where, particularly when gaming was a little more affordable, where it's like people probably would just be like, I can have a PlayStation and an Xbox because I want the benefits of both. Whereas now, like the Switch 2 is so expensive, the PS5 is so expensive. Like the Pro, we've seen what like the future of that's going to be. Is that they're only going to be more expensive. So you really do have to make a decision. I think now a lot of people are like, I'll just have the one, thanks. And that's all I can afford until the next generation or something like that. So I think them potentially pivoting towards like a cheaper option, which is cloud streaming and Game Pass, might be the smart move.
And you say like making a purchasing decision there. That is if you make the decision at all. I have a feeling that when we get to the next generation, it's going to be the first time in maybe I think the first time ever in gaming, at least I can remember, where I think a lot of people are just going to stay behind. I think that the PS5 is going to be supported a lot longer than past, I guess, like older generation consoles, because a lot of like most of the people playing games on the PS5 don't pay for those games. It's just like, oh, I play Fortnite or I play Roblox or I play whatever on my PlayStation, and that's good enough for me. And I don't need the next cool box because this thing's doing it pretty well right now and will continue to do it pretty well. Like we've kind of reached a like the diminishing returns kind of point when it comes to consoles. And do we really even need a next generation?
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm thinking. Like sitting here with my PS5 now, like like a game like Ghost of Yotei, for example. Like if a game like looks as good as that, runs as good as that, and is as fun as that, like I don't necessarily think I need like much more like to build off of that at this point. So I just
Yeah,
don't
let's
know
just stay
what.
here.
Yeah, I think honestly that would be fine at this point. I don't know what they like Xbox could offer that would really get me to that just get me like really excited. I think as well, like um like talking about like kind of that kind of $1,000 price tag. They are kind of testing the waters already with like the Xbox ROG the handheld that they're doing at the moment. But that seems to be appealing to a very like niche audience. Like I don't think that's a very mass market thing. So then if you do have like two Xboxes that are like these massive price points, I don't really know who that appeals to. I think like what you were saying, Lauren, appealing to maybe like a lower price point could be the move for them, and maybe that's how they can get that mass market appeal back. Because yeah, just leaning into the
If they
hardcore
even want it
audience,
though,
I don't know if
like,
it'll pay
or
off.
are they ready to be third party? Like, or are they just at this point
Maybe.
like, hey, we'll have our services. We're not going to go for the masses anymore. Like it is, we're just going to put the games out on PlayStation. We're going to put them out on Switch 2. We're going to put them out on PC. Everything's an Xbox now. Even if we don't have Game Pass, your PlayStation's an Xbox now because it has Xbox Game Studios on it, like games on it. Like it has Halo on it. It has Gears on it. I think that that's kind of maybe what they're thinking. And then the hardware business is kind of just like, that would be a nice sliver of the pie to have, but we've kind of given it up. And I don't think there's anything they can do to get it back.
It's just a shame. Like I feel like if we were to lose it, like I think competition's good. Like I like the idea of someone keeping I don't know Sony on their toes, and just to even though like I said, we all have PlayStations, we all like enjoy them, but I'd like to see someone give them a run for the money and see what else can be done, like console wise. Obviously the Switch 2 is doing its own thing, but it would be a shame to like for Microsoft to have to withdraw from that.
I don't think they're going to give up completely. I think they're going to focus on having an Xbox experience. So even if it is like an app on your TV, it's going to be they're going to focus on, I guess, making that part of the Xbox package. I don't know exactly what that's going to be. Maybe it'll be like the the IP that they offer. I don't know. I just think that, there's something when you look at PlayStation and you talk about a PlayStation first party game, you can kind of picture in your mind what that's going to be. And I think Xbox will do something similar regardless of what you're playing it on. So I think that might be the play here. But I do know a lot of people who are Xbox long term fans who are very frustrated over this news and feel like that their loyalty has not been rewarded. Particularly, this comes on the heels of the the Game Pass price increase, which was another huge blow. So I think they're maybe getting all of their things out to air now in one big blow, and then try and regain that trust
There's
by the time we
rumors of
get
an
to the new
Xbox
generation.
partner showcase in November starting. So do
All
you do
right.
all this now, and then in a couple of weeks you go, hey, and guess what? Boom, boom, boom. Like, here's some things to tide you over until the like holiday season. I don't know. I will ask you guys before we move on to your story, Tom. Do you have any interest in playing a remake of the first Halo on PlayStation? Because you guys don't have history with the franchise at all. But is this something that you, as fans of gaming, as longtime people who've played, who've enjoyed this medium, would be interested in dipping their toes in even?
I think I would. I mean, like, I think it will come down to this coming out and seeing what like the Halo fans think of it, like whether it is like a proper faithful remake. I mean, from the trailer, I thought it was a good trailer. Like the lighting looked insane. Like I think what they've done to kind of bring the game up to modern standards looks really good. It is a shame though that like this is just the campaign. Like there's no multiplayer stuff because like that's kind of where I've come into Halo. Like I would play like Halo 3 and Halo Reach like around friends' places, and the multiplayer is really where it was at for me. But I would be interested to see what the campaign's like because I've heard amazing things. So I think it's a wait and see, but I'm more interested than not.
I think if I was going to play Halo, this is how I would do it. So I like that it's an entry point, which is definitely what they're going for. Get people on board, and they'll release 2 and 3 and all the others. But for me personally, I'm like just kind of not in a space of looking for first person shooters right now. So I'm just sort of like it's going to pass me by, I think.
Okay. I mean, Doom earlier this year did do enough to win you over, so maybe if they do show something, you might go, "Oh, actually, I'll give that a try." You did watch the TV show.
Yeah,
I
true.
did. That was my
You got to
consumption of
make that
Halo.
worth
I was fine
something.
with that.
Tom Drew, give us the next story.
Yeah, so I'm talking about a Metroid movie potentially being in the works, and this comes from insider Daniel Rickman, and he says that Samus Aran may finally be making her way to the big screen. The Scooper shared that a Metroid movie is in development, though didn't share any further details. It should be noted that this indicates that the movie is still early on, as neither a director or lead actor seems to be attached to the project just yet. This isn't the first time that a Metroid film has been on the cards, as a movie based on the franchise was in the works with hardboiled director John Woo pitching for the project at one point. More recently, Captain Marvel's Brie Larson has thrown her hat in the ring to play Samus, sharing that she would love to suit up as the bounty hunter. So, yeah, I mean, we've heard about like Nintendo kind of diversifying their lineup. We've got the Zelda movie in the works from Wes Ball. So we got that. We've got the Donkey Kong movie spin-off potentially in the works. But this is kind of the other part of the big three, I guess, of Nintendo. Like Metroid, Zelda, Mario, um, potentially coming. So do we want this? Is this something we'd be interested in seeing? And is there any kind of form we'd love to see this in, like whether it's live action, animation? Klein will go to you. What do you think?
I would love this. I think we've talked about Metroid on here before and potential adaptation. I think that Brie Larson would be a just inspired choice to play the character. She's a gamer. She likes the franchise. She's talked about wanting to play the character. And I think that I actually wrote about this over up on the direct.com. I don't know if it's up yet, but I wrote about this report. And in it, I talked a bit about how this could be a very interesting way to fill out Nintendo's like adaptation lineup, right? Like they have the like we are the Disney of gaming thing with the Mario movie, and they really captured families with that. It made over $1 billion. Zelda will be a little older than that, but not too much older than that. I think Zelda is going to fall into that like PG-13, PG, still family oriented, but like you maybe don't want to show your like 6 and 7-year-old it, maybe your 10 and 11-year-old. And then I don't think this could be R-rated, but we could lean a little further even and get scary, get dark, get moody, get broody, and do that more mature audience thing, kind of like almost a similar audience to like what HBO's The Last of Us filled, although I don't think we would even go that hard. And I think that we could do something with more mature audiences that Nintendo doesn't necessarily have in their current like TV and movie lineup.
Yeah, this kind of like it would be a good kind of like Alien or Predator, like like filling that kind of niche, I think, but like not maybe going as hard on like the gore and like the maybe not the horror
You
elements.
can
Maybe
get
it's more of like
around
a
with a lot
thriller.
of the gore stuff if it's alien blood too, right? Like,
Yeah,
you
true,
can make a
exactly.
PG-13 movie that if it was human blood would be R-rated, but if it's green spewing everywhere, then I think that
Yeah,
you can get away
and it's
with it.
fine. Exactly. So yeah, I think this would be really cool if it does happen. I think it's difficult because like the Metroid games, other than I think Other M, which I haven't played, but I think that's the one that people don't like. But that's like a lot of Samus interacting with other people, but most of the time Samus is on her own. She's just going through like a planet and just kind of just keeping to herself and like having to deal with like all these creatures and bounty hunters and whatever. But like, so it's difficult, I think, to kind of imagine how that would actually play because if you just have this one lead actress going around, like I would be interested in that, but I wonder how you kind of mass market that and make it engaging the whole time. But Lauren, you haven't had as much kind of Metroid, experiences as Clan and I have. But is this something you'd potentially be interested in to get you on the Metroid bandwagon?
Yeah, obviously if Brie Larson is playing her. But
Yeah.
I like what Klein said about this potentially being like a walking up a stairwell of Mario being like the most accessible to families. Then you got Zelda that's like aging up a little bit, and this can be like maybe a little bit more of the this could be Nintendo's blockbuster, like in the genre space, where they can really go hard with it being like a big summer tentpole, like throwing these crazy sci-fi worlds, and it's like a cool shooter action adventure. Um, I can see the concern of it being just really like one character, but I still think there's like interesting ways to explore this world. I can also see another version, which is that they do a really cool animated movie um, that does sort of age down a little bit and try and like follow the Mario route. So I don't know. There's definitely many ways that they could go with this, but I think the genre and style suits them trying to like expand their reach a little bit more outside of that just family bracket.
What about like an
Yeah.
edgy animated movie? I'm gonna throw out a
Like
name. What if we did like a Metroid movie in the vein of like Kubo
ooh.
and the Two Strings?
Ooh, I didn't even think about that, but
Yeah.
that like could be
Leica's
awesome,
on the
honestly.
mind. That Wildwood teaser just came out the last couple of days or whatever.
Yeah.
I love Kubo and the Two Strings. My pitch for a long time has been like they should make a Star Wars movie. I would love that, but you could put some of that energy into a Metroid film and it would be incredible.
Yeah, I think the fact that like Nintendo's just like, yeah, we'll just Mario's animated, Zelda's live action. If they're gonna just
Yeah.
do that, just do like any different style. Like, why not do like a stop motion thing for Metroid? I think that'd be kind of cool. Just imagine like what Ridley would look like in that kind of
Yeah, all the
style. I think would
creatures
just
and
be
stuff. It looks so cool. Even
that'd
her
be awesome.
armor in that like style would look amazing.
Yeah, definitely. The only thing I don't want is that like I said, I think like Metro games you're on your own a lot. I just hope they don't do this thing where it's like we're gonna give Samus like a quirky companion or something, like a little fella that just follows her around so she can like talk to someone.
A
I think
Metroid.
that would be like, yeah,
One of these
maybe
alien
they do that.
parasites.
Yeah, like a talking Metroid. I don't know. I just think that would be kind of goofy. Maybe that's
Danny
where they're gonna
DeVito
lean. I
is
don't know.
Metroid.
Jeez. Okay, maybe you turn me around. I'm sold. Put him in. Let's do it.
What do you mean? It's going to be Jack Black. That's the rules.
That is the rules. He has to
I
be in
guess
every one
so.
of these.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jack Black is Metroid. Tom Holland is Samus. There you go.
Oh
Sell. Make
goodness.
$1 billion.
Chris Pratt, you mean?
Oh yeah, yeah. True. Tom Holland is young Samus. Chris Pratt is regular Samus.
Okay, that'll probably come by like 2030 or something, but that's going to do it for the news this week. Tom Drew, give us that outro.
It's the news we choose. Ooh.
And we hop over to the meat and potatoes of the episode, the Great Trophy Throwdown. This is a game show, Controller Club's very own game show. We have done one of these in the history of the show. I want you guys to guess. How long ago do you think the first one was?
Oh
Like
jeez.
over a year.
Yeah, I'm gonna say like 2 years
Definitely
ago.
over a year.
82
I think I was
episodes ago. 94.
so
Episode
like
Oh my
94.
god.
Yep. So let's get into it. Let's have some fun. I'm going to get into my my game show voice, and these two will be competing for glory. Hello and welcome to the second ever edition of the Great Trophy Throwdown, the game show inspired by, gotta shout out, gotta cite your sources, MinMax's Trivia Tower, as well as GLHF's Game and Fortune, where we here at Controller Club celebrate trophies, achievements, and all forms of those meaningless little JPEGs we as gamers spend so much time pining after. Whether you are a seasoned trophy hunter or you could not care less about your favorite game's achievement list, this is the show for you. Today, we have a very special episode, as it is a week before Halloween. It's only a few days before All Hallows Eve. We're doing a very special, all spooktacular trophy throwdown. All of these games are spooky, fall in the horror franchise, or horror genre perhaps, or are just Halloween themed. We'll get into it. Today, though, I would like to introduce you to our two contestants entering into the trophy ring. Put up your boxing gloves. Tom and Lauren, are you ready to duke it out in this very special, spooky Halloween theme take on the show? What do we say?
Yeah.
yes.
I think so.
Okay. Every game we talk about today will be appropriately scare-filled, so if you're like Lauren and, don't do well with the scares and the ooh-ah, this isn't the show for you. It's about to get real scary, guys. To start things
no.
off, because this is a
Wow.
remote show, yes, a peek behind the curtain, we don't have buzzers. So I have asked the two of you each to pick a keyword to use as your buzzer. Can I
A
hear your
keyword.
keywords? Yeah. So you will say the word, and that will be you buzzing in.
Oh, good. I wish you had given us warning about this.
Hey, whoa,
Yeah.
don't break the illusion of the show. I said that I had tasked you with
You
this.
just said peek behind the curtain.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna think about the word that I came up with before the show, definitely, and it's gonna
Yeah.
be pyramid.
Why?
What?
Because Pyramid Head from
Okay.
Silent Hill.
Okay.
Oh.
That makes
Oh,
sense.
On
okay.
theme. It's on theme. There you go.
Oh man. Okay. I want one to be like Last of Us themed because that's spooky.
Could be like Clicker or something. I don't know. Something like.
Yeah. All right.
You obviously
But
came
I'm
up
not
with that
making the
before
clicker
show,
sound. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Pyramid, Tom in honor of Pyramid Head, and Lauren Clicker in honor of our favorite fungal zombies. Let's do this. We will start off, basically, to start things off in round one, we'll be starting with a game called This or That. We have done this one before. How this is going to work is I'm going to give you guys the name of an achievement or trophy, as well as the description, and you have to tell me what game it's from between two games or franchises. So I will give you the two in a sec. You buzz in with your keyword. If you get it right, you get 5 points. If not, we move on. In honor of today, the This or That we will be doing are two of the biggest horror franchises in gaming. Every one of these will be either from Silent Hill or Resident Evil. So your answers will be either Silent Hill or Resident Evil. Are we ready to go?
Okie dokie.
Yeah.
They're from across the franchise, so or across each franchise. So it's not one particular game. I wanted to vary it up because I know that some of you have played some games and some people haven't played other games. So Tom, sorry, it's not all Resident Evil 2 remake answers.
Damn it.
We start with number 1. The name of the trophy is Sorry I Made You Wait, and to achieve this, you save Jill from confinement using Chris.
Clicker.
Lauren.
Oh, is this where I buzz in?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I think it's Resident Evil.
You would be correct in thinking that. Congratulations, Lauren. You are on the board with 5 points. Let me get that written down.
I don't know why I didn't buzz in, because I was trying to think of like the specific game, and then I got so caught up that I just didn't say
No.
anything.
Oh yeah, I
Lauren-
don't have to say which game.
No,
Yeah.
you just have to say the franchise. Tom, I thought I was like, this
I
is,
messed up.
I'm going to
I
give
messed
him
up.
one gimme.
I messed up.
Didn't work. Number 2, the
No.
trophy is The Goodest Boy. Reach the dog ending.
Oh, Pyramid.
Tom?
Silent Hill.
It is Silent Hill because I think it's Silent Hill 2.
2.
There is a secret ending where you find out a Shiba Inu was behind the horrors you had just witnessed for the last however many hours, and he's sitting there at a desk, played with the keyboards and played all these joysticks. It's quite good.
So cute.
Okay.
Next up is Agile Escape. Escaped from the fog monster at Sugasato without getting hit.
Clicker.
Lauren.
Silent Hill.
It is Silent Hill. Wow. Silent Hill F, to be exact, the newest entry in the franchise.
It's the fog. Yeah.
A lot of fog. A lot of fog. I thought the fog would be a good hint there. Next up, talk about a near-death experience. Rescue Ashley as she's being carried away by the enemy.
Pyramid.
Tom.
Resident Evil.
It is Resident Evil.
I feel like any of the names give it away.
Yeah. For a
And the
second there, though,
last
I was
one.
worried that maybe Ashley was going to be. I don't know both. I don't
The
know.
last one is She's Alive. Travel to Louisiana.
Clicker.
Lauren.
Resident Evil.
It is Resident Evil. Wow.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, I don't think they go to Louisiana and Silent Hill.
That's Lauren.
Maybe they do.
Your
I
head
don't
is
know.
mine. That is exactly why I put it in. So Lauren ends round 1 with a total of 15 points, and Tom, sorry, you only have 10. You did way better this time around. Last time there was, I think, 2 of 5. I may have had even more. There was only like 2 or 3 answers that you guys got. So good for
Really?
you.
We just got them wrong? Oh, God.
Last one, we were picking between 2 games that had just come out. It was Rise of the Ronin and Dragon's Dogma?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. No
Right.
chance.
Okay. That's we did well.
Did very well. Next up, moving on to round 2. This is a game known as Name the Game. Basically, I've picked a game, and I will reveal it to you by way of 4 trophies or achievements. If you answer right after the first hint, you get 10 points. Second hint, 8 points. Third hint, 6 points. Fourth hint, 4 points. Does that make sense? Another thing, you were allowed 1 guess after each hint. So if you don't feel like, if you just want to throw out a name after the first one, you're totally allowed to do so.
Okay.
Cool.
We start with question number 1. The first hint, I think this is a silver trophy. Master set. Find all of the trading cards.
Clicker.
Lauren?
The Last of Us.
That is incorrect.
Ooh.
Part 2.
Trading cards. Am I allowed to answer now, or are we moving to the next part?
You can answer if you want.
Did I have to
Okay.
specify which one?
You do have to specify the exact game in the franchise.
Oh my god. All right, you can have it for free, Tom.
Okay. I wasn't even gonna. Okay. I guess Pyramid. The Last of Us Part 2.
It's The Last of Us Part 2. Lauren.
Boom.
Lauren.
I think I still get that. Like, you get the points, but I got the answer right.
You did get the answer. Okay. But yeah, I thought that was gonna be harder.
What were the other
The next one I had was unlock every safe, which is Safe Cracker. Then the third hint was prepared for the worst, find all workbenches. And then I was going to give it away with the fourth one, said sightseer, visit every location in Seattle.
Yeah. Fair.
Damn. Okay. Question number 2. The first hint is she's in the vents. Use the vent system 20 times.
The vents. I'm just gonna say Pyramid. Alan Wake 2. I don't think you go in vents in Alan Wake 2.
Incorrect.
The vents.
Do you want to throw one out, Lauren?
Yes, but what shall I throw out? How about BioShock 2?
Incorrect.
Okay.
We move on to the second hint. The name of the trophy is I admire its purity. Detect 30 targets with the motion tracker.
Motion tracker.
Is this a freaking VR game?
Yeah, what on
I
earth?
don't know. You might be able to play this game in VR.
Uh,
Hmm.
man. This is
You
making for
good?
great podcasting,
Makes
just
me.
us going,
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say.
Mhm.
yeah.
I
Mhm.
hope we can put some like thinking music over the top of this.
Do,
Yeah,
do,
yeah,
do,
maybe.
do, do, do.
I'll say Pyramid.
Yeah,
Dead Space.
incorrect.
Okay.
Like you're thinking though.
I can't think of any games.
What are video games?
Little Nightmares.
Incorrect.
Okay.
Moving on to number 3. Not a Scratch is the name of the trophy. The description reads, escape from android combat without taking damage. There's vents,
Android.
there's motion tracking, androids.
What?
The androids are
What?
scary too. Very
It's probably gonna be
scary.
super obvious when we figure it out.
Yeah. I'm just gonna say Pyramid.
Tom?
Alien Isolation. I don't know.
Damn, you got it.
Wait, really?
Yeah,
No
that's it.
way.
Yeah.
Androids. Oh, right. Like synthetics.
Yeah, synthetics.
Oh, damn. Okay.
They call them androids in the trophy, and the last hint was going to be a perfect organism. Encounter the alien in Sevastopol for the first time.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
damn.
Cool.
Yep.
Fair enough.
Moving on to number 3. The first hint is the master of morticulture. Collect 49 plants in the game.
Plants.
Plants. Collecting
Game with
plants.
plants.
Oh, Pyramid.
Tom?
This isn't really a horror game. Why am I going to say this? Plants vs Zombies.
Ding, ding, ding.
Really?
Yeah. I said it was all
Yes!
going to be spooky themed. The zombies are spooky.
Let's go.
Sure.
Let's go.
Tom is cleaning it up. That is another 10 points for you.
What were the other trophies?
The second one is Sunny Days. Accumulate 8,000 sun during a single level. The next one was Don't
Okay.
Pee in the Pool. Complete a daytime pool level without using pea shooters of any kind. And the last one was Lawnmower Man. Kill 10 zombies with a single lawnmower.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have any of us played?
Solid.
I've never done Plants vs. Zombies.
I played a
No.
bit.
Okay.
Not like to
Okay.
completion, but it's fun.
Next up, the last question of this round. We're moving through this game because after this, all we have is Final Trophy, and we are that is it.
Okay.
Oh,
I thought we would take a little bit longer. That's okay.
That's okay.
We talked a lot about Xbox. You know what? It's actually good to know how long this takes because here we go. This is a nice little quick segment we can throw in. It's not an hour-long Jeopardy game. Here we go. Number 4. Nobody's Fool. Jacob told Emma the truth. The trophy name is Nobody Fool. The description is Jacob told Emma the truth.
what's my thing? Clicker.
Yep.
Is it The Quarry?
It is The Quarry. You guys are so good
Hey.
at this game.
Oh, damn.
Wow. Wow. Okay. So the last 3 hints for that were bizarre yet bona fide. Listen to the podcast. The third one was The Final Girl. Caitlin survived the night alone, and the last one was Hackett's Quarry Massacre. Kill everyone. So coming out of that round, Tom had 10 points coming off last, so he gets. Tom is at 36 points.
Maths is hard.
And Lauren is
I don't know.
at, oh, it's still quite close. Lauren's at 25.
All to play for.
Pardon?
All to play for?
It is, especially because we are now heading into Final Trophy. Each
What?
correct answer in this one question I have, prompt, will be worth 10 points.
All right.
Ooh.
How this is going to work. This will be worth 10 points for each correct answer. I'm going to give you the name of 4 games. I've asked the 2 of you each to have a piece of paper and something to write with. I'm going to give you the name of 4 games. I would like you to order them in order from lowest to highest platinum completion percentage. That is the number of people who have achieved the platinum. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, like beside every trophy, it has the percentage, and that's how many people have completed it. I want you to order these games from the lowest completion percentage to the highest. The games are Telltale's The Walking Dead Season 1, The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners Chapter 2 Retribution. If you guys need to write down shorthand, that's fine. The Walking Dead Destinies, and The Walking Dead Onslaught. I can read them
God, what is
again.
that? What is the name of that second? That is a crazy name. Like, what?
Telltale's The Walking Dead Season 1, The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners Chapter 2 Retribution, The Walking Dead Destinies, and The Walking Dead Onslaught.
Okay.
I've put a minute
Never
on the
touched a
timer.
Walking Dead game in my
You
life.
never played any of these games. So,
That is the beauty.
going off vibes here.
Going off vibes. There are some things you can glean from at least one of them if you know. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have a minute on the clock.
Okay.
You get 10 for each correct answer.
Each correct, like, placement?
Yeah.
Like, okay. Oh,
So it's
boy.
anyone's game.
It really is. Yeah. This is
I'm ready
tough.
to guess.
Are these all
Lauren's ready.
different, like... Yeah, I'm still looking at my post-it note here. Are these all different, like games?
Yeah.
Or are these, like, all part of the same...
Nope. None of these are
What?
part of the same franchise.
How have they made so many? This is crazy, man.
Well, they're all
What?
part of the Walking Dead franchise, obviously.
I guess, but,
Tom,
like,
you've got to
I
come in with. You're running out of time.
I'm running out of time? Okay, hold on.
Yeah, I said
Boom.
I'd give you a minute.
Oh, sorry.
Like
I
90
was
seconds
just
ago.
kinda... I was talking this out, and then we're going boom.
Lauren's confident.
Oh, I'm like, I know nothing
I
about
feel...
any of these, so I'm just going to put numbers next to them.
You haven't
And
played
claim.
Telltale's Walking Dead?
Nope.
Oh, that's a Lauren game.
Mm-hmm.
That season 1 too is that season 1's really good.
Okay, I think I have my...
Think you have yours? Okay, Lauren, you were first. So can I see your answers?
You see them?
Well, I okay. You could hold them up and read them to me, just so I know that, like, I can like visualize where things are, if that helps.
No, I don't want everyone to see my handwriting. Okay.
Okay. Okay, so start. Okay, then Lauren, start with the lowest.
Okay, lowest I have Walking Dead Destinies.
Okay.
Then I have Walking Dead Saints and Sinners, whatever.
Okay.
And I have Walking Dead Onslaught.
Okay.
And then the highest is Telltale's Walking Dead.
What I will say to you right now, Lauren, is you have one correct.
Woo! A whole one.
Lauren has one. Tom, start from your lowest and go up.
So I have my lowest The Walking Dead Destinies.
Okay.
And then my second lowest, I have The Walking Dead Onslaught.
Okay.
Third is The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners Retribution Season 2, whatever it's called. And then highest, The Walking Dead Season 1. So basically the same as Lawrence, except the middle two are switched.
What I'll say to you is you have 2. Now it is not over.
It's not over.
I'm not going to tell you what to write. I'm going to give you another minute, and you can make any changes you would like.
Oh, God. Well, then, surely, like, Lauren should change hers at least to mine, right? Like, if mine are more I got.
Can
True.
Lauren remember what order you had yours in?
Yes, mine, but with 2 reversed.
What
But
two?
then do you
Well, but
wanna
that
know?
wouldn't be very fun, wouldn't it? Would it?
This could be for the win.
It
mhm.
could be.
Mhm.
I'm gonna swap the.
Don't tell me. Write it down, and we're gonna reveal it.
Well, I'm gonna swap the ones on my piece of paper, and then we're gonna talk about
Exactly. Okay, thank you.
it.
It's happening. They're writing.
Okay.
How are we feeling?
Bad. To be honest,
Wow.
I
Okay.
don't know. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this, but we'll see. See if it pays off. Is this even? I don't know.
All right.
We're ready.
I guess.
Tom, we'll start with you. Start on the
Okay.
lowest and go to highest. Lowest completion
So
percentage to the highest.
lowest, I have The Walking Dead Onslaught.
Okay.
Second lowest, I have The Walking Dead Destinies. Third,
Okay.
I have The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners, and then fourth, The Walking Dead Season 1.
I have the
So just
exact
reverse.
same.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You
I
do?
can. Yeah, I have it like written down like 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Well, Tom, you only got one right on that second round. You the only one, the other one you had right, you did not. You moved. So that means you each get 10 points, meaning the
Quality draw.
final tally, the final score is 46 points for Tom, 35 points for Lauren. The correct answer was from lowest to highest. Walking Dead Saints and Sinners with a completion percentage of 5.33%. Then it is The Walking Dead Onslaught with a completion percentage of 8.91%. Then Destinies with 30.56%. And then at number 1, Walking Dead, Telltale's The Walking Dead Season 1, a game you get a platinum for simply for finishing, a completion percentage of 76.43%.
Jeez.
Okay, well, we had one thing right from the start.
You did have
Yeah.
one thing right. You both nailed that. So that is it. That is the Great Trophy Throwdown, a very special Halloween episode. Congratulations, Tom. Any words, any congratulatory speeches?
I just want to say, believe in yourself, all the way, because I definitely didn't throughout the whole of this, but somehow managed to win. But I think if you believe in yourself, it's a beautiful thing, and you can achieve anything. Boom.
Wow, 0 acknowledgement of the points I handed to you.
And yeah, thanks, Laura, for that. That was.
That was like
Classic
20 minutes
man.
ago, and I completely forgot.
Yep, that's what men do.
Okay, well, let's get over to what we've been playing. Playing anything, anyone? For me, it's just been a whole lot of Pokemon.
Well, to be honest,
Actually, we didn't hear Tom's thoughts on Pokemon, so I would love to hear those.
Oh, sure, yeah. I mean,
That's
yeah,
what
I'm
that's what
mostly
I was that was me throwing the pitch right down home plate, Tom. So here you go.
Wow,
I've been
you didn't
playing
do it very
Pokemon.
well.
Anyone else? Tom, Pokemon thoughts?
Yeah, it's a Pokemon game. Yeah, I've mostly just been playing Yote because we're talking about it next episode. But I've played a little bit of Pokemon Legend ZA in the midst of that. So I'm like not even that much, like that far. I'm like a couple hours in, I think, at most. So I'm still like I'm basically in tutorial hell at the moment. I'm like trying to get these like objectives done so I can explore the city, but I keep getting stopped and they're like, this is how you roll. This is how you roll in the game. I'm like, dude, I just press one button and that's like I know how to roll, dude. But no, it is fun. Like I think the gameplay is really holding this up. Like the sense of battles are fantastic. I think they've done such a good job with implementing them here. Mixing that with like the catching mechanics of Arceus, I think The wild areas that I have experienced, like it is really fun to just like explore those and try to catch all the Pokemon in those areas. I don't know if you guys did this, but like early on in the game, there's like you have the kind of where it becomes nighttime and you're doing like the nighttime battles, and like you get thrown into like battle after battle. But there's one battle. I don't know if I think it is optional because it was optional during the demo we did at PAX. But it's against like a Pidgeotto, and it's like a really like over leveled one. Like it's a really over leveled Pidgeotto. So I don't think you're intended to actually beat it, but you can do this in the game, and you were able to do this at PAX. So I got this advice from a Nintendo rep at PAX, but I basically used Poison Sting on the Pidgeotto, and like ambushed it. So it poisoned it, and I basically just stalled it out and ran around the battlefield until it like died because of poison. And I don't know, it felt like amazing. Like the fact that you can do that in this active battle system, I think is really clever. And I'm obviously still very early on, but I can't wait to see what other kind of strategies that come out of this. I mean, I know you guys were talking with TJ about some of the other kind of moves that you get throughout the game, like whirlpool, like literally creates like a whirlpool, or like double team, like can basically act as a dodge where you can like your Pokemon splits into two and then you can dodge certain moves. So I'm just I'm itching to keep going with it. Like Ghost of Yote is like really taking up a lot of my time. But I want to see like all the new megas. Like I've not been spoiled on any of them yet, except like one of them, which is really goofy. But
I can guess which one
um,
that is.
yeah, yeah, you'll know if you catch my drift. But yeah, I really want to get back to it. I've had a lot of fun with it, like with the short time I've had playing it. But yeah, I'm still very early on, so that could change as I see more of the game. Because I've heard certain other things about like the map being smaller, and that sort of thing. But so far, so good.
Yeah, I don't know where I am in the game. I think I'm probably like closer to the end than I would expect. I reached the big jump TJ was talking about on the podcast last week. I've now
Yeah.
played a little bit further. I've met a couple new friends who some I had never seen before, including this that he's a T-Rex, like he's just a dinosaur, and I was very much all about that. I think his name was Tyrant. Does that ring a bell, Tom?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Tyrant. Yeah, I love Tyrant.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's great.
he's just a dinosaur, and that's pretty cool. But the more I play this game, I actually have started liking it less, but then I get into the battles and I'm like, "Okay, I'm enjoying this." But just the exploring the world, especially after I'm probably like 20 or 30 hours in, and I'm just like, I am oh, there's a twinkly thing on the ground again. Oh boy, a tiny mushroom. Great, awesome. Oh, there's a Pokeball over there. I'll pick it up.
Yeah.
And yeah, I am get finding the world a little bit stale, especially knowing that just like there are wild Pokemon in and around the city, and you can find the trash Pokemon, you can find a Pidgeotto hanging out on a stoop or whatever. But like anything you actually want to catch that is of a decent level is in the wild zones. And I am running around the city really for like no reason other than to get to the next wild zone or to get to the next quest. And that's just kind of like I'm I'm enjoying myself fine, but I'm more enjoying it because I have these like cute creatures in my pocket than I am like really, really engaged with the world, especially coming off of something like Ghost of Yote, where the world is as much a character as any other character in the game. This is just like this is a bunch of gray cement and some buildings, and even the characters in this game aren't really all that fun. It's just get me to the next cool battle, I guess.
Yeah, I think like especially like I said, I've been playing a lot of Ghost of Yotei. I think I'm definitely gonna feel that because like everywhere you look in Ghost of Yotei is like, oh, another thing I can do, another thing I can do. So like this, the fact that Legends ZA they didn't flesh that out like as much as they could, it kind of hurts. I don't know. Those
Would
budgets,
we
man.
feel this
They need
way
to.
though if Ghost of Yotei hadn't just come out, when the contrast is so
I
stark?
think so. I do.
But
I
this is
really
the
do
same
think
with
so.
Arceus, it's the same with Scarlet and Violet. Like Pokemon games are not up to scratch. We know this.
I know,
Yeah,
but that doesn't mean we can't want nice things, right?
but and I think like at least with Scarlet and Violet and at Arceus, to be honest, like I think there are like at least a decent amount to explore. Like I think like,
Arceus was
but I
more
was like
varied, I'll give them that.
that. Yeah, I think that's the big thing, right? So
I don't feel like I'm going on a journey in this game. I think that's like the big thing for me coming from most Pokemon games where it's like I'm in a town and I go out into the wilderness. Even Arceus, I guess, would feel like this because you're going out and exploring the world. Whereas this, it's like I feel like I'm doing errands ultimately. I'm just like running down a street and gotta go to the cafe to get the coffee from the man and gotta take it over here. And then I'll go in a wild zone and capture this Pokemon and check this thing off the research list, which I think that's ultimately the reason I am still playing it and am as engaged as I am is because it's a really easy check mark kind of game. It's like, oh, I need one more Pokemon to unlock this next thing. I need to do this one more night so that I can level up my rank or whatever and go up to A and get that much closer. It is just like, oh, like I am 20 minutes away from another little bit of endorphin hit, and that's like the chase that I'm just going on over and over, and I'm not really super interested in a lot of the stuff I'm doing. The story has actually, I've become a little less engaged with it. I talked about last week that I like enjoyed learning about the city a little bit, and there were some kind of cool things that they were teasing, and now I'm not feeling really it at all. It's just kind of devolved into, oh, I am doing the gym leaders again, essentially just without the gym leader, or without the gym. It's just, oh, I go and I fight this person, then I go and I grind at night, and then I go and fight the next person.
Yeah, I think this game's just so much more focused on that ranking up, going from Z to A, being a battle champion. Whereas Arceus was more like, let's go and like run free in the world, and like your quests were relating to making progress around the world and things like that. So it is like two completely different things. And as we said last week, hopefully they'll come to some kind of synthesis of those ideas in the next one, that it is a bit of both.
Lauren, what have you been playing?
Well, yeah, right now it is a bit of a grab bag of all the releases that we have had in the last few months. So still making progress in Hades 2. I've met Kronos a couple of times now, so that's progress. Have not beaten him yet though, because I don't know if either of you are up to him yet. Maybe this is a bit of a spoiler discussion, but I have no idea what to do. There is
It's
like
hard. There's a couple moves that is
he
like
is difficult, yeah.
I don't know what you want from me here.
Yeah, I've
I'm
only
gonna
gone
have
to
to go
him.
to the wikis.
Yeah, I've only gone to the one time I've gone through his first phase. But his second phase was like I died like the
The
first
second
attack. I
phase
was
is
like,
like an insta kill. You like I
yeah,
had 3 death
crazy.
defiances and he got me in 3 hits. I was like, what am I supposed to do? So I don't
Yeah.
know. That's been frustrating. Anyway, still loving the game though. Have been playing a little bit of Pokemon, not much, and a bit of Yote, but yeah, not a huge amount. But I thought that we were done with potential game of the year contenders after this like onslaught of games, but I was wrong because I played Dispatch this week, and holy shit, this game is the real deal. It's an episodic narrative game from Ad Hoc Studio, and they are basically a new studio made up of ex like Telltale devs. So it basically combines all these great things. It's like a story about superheroes, kind of in the style of Invincible, and even in the animation style of that. It has these like Life is Strange type choices where it's like, this person will remember that. It has, yeah, the Telltale quality of writing and like that episodic structure. And then it also has Critical Role voice actors. And it's actually partnered with Critical Role on the game. So it's really like just a mesh of all the things that I love into one game. And it totally has like blown me away. There's only 2 episodes out right now, but they're doing, I think, 4 weeks of 2 episode drops, and I'm just sitting here being like, when is the next one? I haven't stopped thinking about it since I started playing. So could not recommend this game more. It kind of blends like these cutscenes where you have sometimes quick time events that keep you engaged in the cutscene. Although to be fair, the animation and the voice acting are so good, I could easily sit back and just like watch it as a TV show. And then there's also this like puzzling element where you have to dispatch heroes around the town to like solve like crimes, and you have to pick the right person for the job and those kinds of things. So it scratches the puzzle element in your brain. But honestly, going back and forth between them, I haven't ever felt like, damn, I wish that there was more gameplay right now, because I'm so engaged in the story and the characters. So it really was like something that I'd kind of had my eye on just because of like the caliber of voice actors in it. Like Aaron Paul is the lead. He does a fantastic job of playing this character. Like, yeah, all the Critical Role voice actors are in it. Jeffrey Wright? Jeffrey Wright. Yes,
Yeah.
he's in
He's
it.
in it.
So like the caliber is really, really high. But I don't know. I just wish that I had. And the only downside is I wish I had it all now, just because I want to get to the end. But at the same time, it's this kind of cool thing where it's like tuning into a TV show where it's like, oh, and next week I'll get to see what happens here, and they have really great hooks. So I really don't know what my game of the year list is looking like now, particularly once we get to the end of wherever Dispatch goes. But this has really blown me away.
What sort of length episode wise are we looking at? Like, how long did it take you to complete the first 2 episodes?
Oh, not long enough. But at the same time, it was kind of nice. They're about an hour each, I would say.
That's nice.
So you can kind of do it in one sitting each week, which is very manageable. And you can go back and replay and make different decisions. So that is something that I do intend to do, just because I love the story so much. It's like rewatching your favorite TV show. You can still get new enjoyment out of it. But I just want to wait till I get to the end of the narrative that I'm doing right now.
I'm glad they have kind of that plan put out already, and they're going to do the 2 episodes a week for, I guess, 4 weeks, resulting in 8 episodes. Because I know that like the hard thing with the episodic storytelling in games is, I mean, Telltale was really bad at this, especially as time went on. They had more projects going on. You would get an episode, you'd be really excited, and then sometimes months, sometimes there was like gaps of like 6 months between episodes for some of their series, and that really, really slows your momentum down. Whereas right now it's like, hey, we have 4 weeks. We're going to tell this story like a TV show. You'll play through it, and then by the end of that, you'll feel resolved and can wait for a season 2.
Yeah, I guess they've really resolved those issues, with many of the team being from Telltale, that they've decided that we're going to get it all ready, have it all finished, and then release it in chunks. But it's so good. And this studio, like, they are partnered with Critical Role, and they're going to be making Critical Role's video game set in Exandria. So that is super exciting. I can't wait to see. I just want to see them just do so many things. I hope that they continue to grow as a studio, because this caliber of storytelling is just unlike really any narrative game that I've been engaged in before.
Platforms, what are you playing it on?
PS5. Tom in particular, I think you need to play this just for the invincible aspect, I think, and the animation aspect. I think you're gonna love it.
Yeah, I definitely have my eye on it. And it's weird. Isn't Telltale technically back, right? As its own kind of they're doing new stuff now.
Yes,
but it is in a way, right? But it's
yeah,
nice to have
they're alive,
this,
but they're not really doing anything, right?
they're doing the Wolf Among Us season 2, but we haven't heard about it in, I think it's almost been 2 years. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
Right.
So it is nice to have a Telltale-esque game like this, and hear that it is it does live up to the hype. So I'm definitely gonna try it out. I don't know if maybe I will just wait till they're all out and then just go through them all. But
to be honest, that's probably what I recommend.
Okay, maybe I will wait. I have plenty of games to play in the meantime anyway, so might as well.
There's no lack of things to play right now. Oh.
Yeah, you don't need this awful longing in between episodes that I have.
Yeah, exactly.
When are episodes dropping? What day of the week? Is it midweek and then a Wednesday night thing?
I think it's a Wednesday, yeah.
That's good. Middle of the week, come home from work, sit down, do a 2-hour that sounds perfect. I might actually jump into that. Let's get over to the comment corner before we get out of here. Tom, do we have any comments for this week?
Yes, we do on our last episode, coming here from Ryan Cortero, our lad, coming with another comment here. And he says, hey, happy to see TJ on the pod. Love a Pokemon-filled episode. Would love to see you guys build out your dream Pokemon game like you did with Animal Crossing. And I think that's possible at some point. Yeah, I think that'll be a lot of fun. So maybe, I don't know, guys, would you want to do that?
Yes. Thank you for the
Right
free
now?
idea, Ryan.
Right here?
Do it right now, yeah. Let's extend this episode by even longer.
Another 90 minutes. Yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun. Thank you so much for leaving us a comment, Ryan. You're always out there in the YouTube comments, Spotify, wherever. And this week, I want to ask, what do you think about Halo coming to PlayStation, dear listener, dear viewer? Please leave us a comment. Let us know. What do you think about PlayStation or Halo coming to PlayStation? Are the console wars truly over? You can also chime in over on our New Game Plus, or about our New Game Plus video game book club game of the month. This month for October, we are playing Ghost of Yote. We'll be doing a review of that in the next couple of weeks. So get your way through it. Then when you're ready, come and sit down and we'll have a good deep dive discussion on that. Also, you can follow the show on social media at Controller Club Pod on Instagram and Blue Sky, at Controller_Club on Twitter, and at Controller.Club on TikTok. Also, we have a video version of the podcast that goes up each and every week. If you are listening to it, you can see our beautiful faces over on YouTube right now. We also upload the our best of segments as well as clips from the past, and rate and review us wherever you're listening. It really helps out. Tom, where can people keep up with you, and what do you have going on?
Yeah, you can find me at Tom Giroir, Instagram, Blue Sky, Twitter, basically everywhere on the internet. Yeah, the only things I have to promote really, continuing with my like 31-day drawing challenge for October. October's almost finished now, so I'm ramping down. There was a point where I was like in the middle of like drawing these like things every day, and I was like, do I just give up? I really lost like faith for a minute there. But no, I have kept to it. I'm almost done. I think my most recent post was Buffy Summers from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. So check that out if you're a Buffy fan. And then the only other thing to promote is that I was on the Direct podcast the past couple weeks talking about Gen V season 2 with David Thompson. So if you've been watching Gen V season 2, the show's over now. So if you're caught up and want to hear some people yap about it, basically, check those out. It was a lot of fun.
I heard it was good. I heard season 2 was really good.
Yeah, it was a fun time.
I think I have the finale of season 1 still left to watch, and then
Okay.
all of the last season of The Boys and all of that. So there's plenty to watch. Lauren, where can
Yeah.
people keep up with you and all your continued coverage from your journeys in your New York and beyond?
Yes, as you teed up, I have a lot of New York Comic Con content coming out right now on the Direct, and I've been reposting them on my socials. So at lrouse19 on Twitter, Blue Sky, Instagram, although I don't think my Instagram is public, so don't follow me there. But other places are fine. And then I also was on a Gen V podcast in the past week. TJ, who was here with us last week, we traded spots. So I went on his podcast, the Agents of Fandom podcast, and we talked about the Gen V season 2 finale. And it was a really fun discussion. So you can go check that out over at Agents of Fandom.
Oh, both of you are caught up on Gen V. What did you think, Lauren? Was it really good?
The whole season or just the finale?
The season as a whole. I heard it was awesome.
It was fun. It was. I think that the season finale, I think, was maybe a little bit of a letdown, to be honest, after the pretty decent season.
That's how I felt as well, I think.
Yeah. Okay. I'll have to give it a try. You can keep up with me everywhere. I'm at the Kleinfelt, TheKleinFelt. And as always, that's going to wrap up another episode of Controller Club. Thanks for listening. Now, let's get gaming.